Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of the Crystalbrook Advisors Millennial Talkcast. We hope you enjoyed last week's episode, and me and Jen are back. We're energetic after a long weekend.
Still fabulous.
Exactly. Had a lot of candy this weekend.
Yep.
Feeling good about that.
Oh yeah, no regret.
Exactly. So what we're going to talk about today is a big topic for us millennials, student debt. It's a dreaded topic.
It is.
And most people don't really want to talk about it at all.
No.
Which I understand.
Dreading, boring,
but
very necessary.
But we love taking up topics like that, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Giving you more information.
Exactly. So, Jen, how did you kind of deal with your student debt after college? What are you doing?
First of all, I was hit with the full amount of the debt. Just like crash. Poof. I was like, no. So that was my first reaction. Then I stress ate a lot.
Yeah.
Because that's what I do. And then I started to create a budget.
Okay.
And I follow it. I still do. And that is how I deal with it. I'm stressed about it all the time. And some months when I spend a little bit more over my budget, when I feel I can go a little bit outside, I regret it. Because I think, if I didn't spend that, I could actually have put that in my paying back to my student loan. But at the same time, I think it's important, if you have some extra money, to also treat yourself.
Yes.
Every once in a while. It's important.
Definitely.
So that's how I'm doing it. And it's working. So I'm happy about that.
That's great.
Yeah. But how about you? How are you dealing with it? Are you also stress eating, or is that just me?
I'm just eating.
Okay, in general.
Just like eating.
Like life.
Yes. But I think my big problem was that I didn't really have a plan for paying back my loans at first. So I was kind of like planning as I go.
Yeah.
Which I don't.
Go with the flow.
Yeah. I've kind of realized that that's not a good approach at all. So what I've done now is I started using the Mint app, which is great.
I have heard about it. I don't know anything about it, but tell me about it.
So what it does is that you can actually link it to your different cards, and what it automatically does is that it puts down your different payments in different categories. So one for example, food, one for clothes, one for rent.
Yeah.
And it's just a much easier way to kind of keep track of your payments and really stick to a budget. And it really brings out a lot of like the dirty details about your spending habits.
That you're trying to suppress.
Exactly. Like I spent so much money on food. It's ridiculous.
I would not want to see that in that Mint statement or whatever.
Yeah, and it's stuff like that it kind of brings out, and it really just gives you kind of a pointer of where you could lower your expenses, basically. I mean, it's not easy to lower, for example, like your rent.
Oh, no.
But other categories
fixed,
like shopping or food can easily be lowered.
Okay, so I have 2 questions for you. Is this a free app?
Yes.
Yeah. So even though you put down your cards, it's free?
Totally free.
Okay, that's
no charge at
that's
all.
Good.
For the budgeting tool.
Yeah.
I'm sure it has other functions as well that I haven't really looked into
More
yet.
advanced stuff, yeah.
But for the budget, it's no charge at all.
Perfect. And my second question. Have you lowered your food?
Yes.
I
actually have.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So what I'm doing now, which is totally thanks to Mint, is that I'm actually able to put away 20% of my salary every month, because I really did like an overhaul with my expenses after I saw how much I actually spend every month.
Yeah.
Which I don't really want to disclose because that was a lot of money.
That's okay.
Yeah, but now I'm really making an effort to spend after saving instead of save after spending, which I think is a big thing that a lot of like young people like us do.
Yeah, and I know I was like that when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That was the thing, though.
Exactly.
But yeah.
But the thing is, like now I try to put away money for my loan payments on the first day that I get my salary, put away some money for retirement, my investment account, and some for my emergency fund as well. Because those are like the main priorities that every like college graduate should have, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely. So I think you sold me on the Mint. I did not know about it before. I'm doing the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
I have an Excel sheet, and it's very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot, but I'm doing that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bash your Excel skills, but I think this is gonna be much easier for you, to be quite honest.
I'm kind of rocking Excel,
yeah.
So feels like my thing. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, I would definitely download Mint because it seems more convenient and less time consuming.
Exactly, because we're young. We have a lot of stuff going for us. It's not like we have a lot of time to really sit down and manage these things. So if there's a tool that's easier for you to use, then why not?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think going back to
student loans.
Yes. I think a big problem for my friends is that in addition to their student loans, they also took on credit card debt. Yeah, and the problem with that is that credit card debt usually have like a very high interest rate.
Yeah, they do.
And if you start paying down your student loans first, which is sometimes the first instinct that, oh, yeah, I heard that I should pay down my student loans because that's what you do.
Yeah.
But you have to go in and look at the different interest rates.
You're fine, yeah.
Because the loan that has the highest interest rates should be first priority, and then you can start, once you pay that down, you can start with the second one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What you should do then is to reach out to your loan originator to see if you can discuss payment options with them, to see, for example, if you don't have enough money to pay the full down payment every month, then they might be able to actually lower that for you.
Yeah, and I also think this is very important too, that you should know about your grace period, because it's connected with lowering payments. That's why I tried to get it in there. So grace period will let you know how long after you graduate that you need to pay back your student loans. And I didn't know about this, so when I got my bill to pay back my student loan, it came a little bit as a slap in the face, if I can say like that. And I was like, oh, I thought I had a year, but it was 4 or 3 months after I graduated. So it was a little bit like that. So I recommend you guys to know about that. And if you know about your payment plan, you can also try to contact someone and try to get another payment that is more suitable for how much you earn. Mm-hmm. That is also possible, so go for that too.
Exactly. And tax season is coming up, so an important thing to remember is that you can actually deduct your student loans.
Yeah.
So this is something that your lender should inform you about, but if not, you know about it now at least.
Because we did.
Exactly.
And we like chocolate.
Yes, and flowers.
Yes.
So feel free to send it over.
Yeah. Thank you. Something that I realized that a lot of my friends, I don't know if I should say this, but a lot of my friends are not in the industry they want to be in.
Yeah.
Or have the dream job. And it's just because like when you get out of college, it's hard to find a job for something that you really want to do. And they thought that they just needed a job to get some income and start paying back their student loans.
Which a lot of people do, I think.
Yeah, I think that's totally normal. I think that's what you do what you need to do, more or less. But what I think you should know about is to see if the industry you're in has a loan forgiveness program. And there are a lot of rules and regulation that comes with a loan forgiveness program. So if you don't complete the contract, they have the right to ask you to return the loan assistance.
Oh, wow.
Which you don't want.
That is big, yeah.
That is very not good.
Yeah.
So look that up and follow everything that is required from you.
Exactly. I think another big thing is insurance. Because usually when you're in college, you're either covered by maybe your parents or you might be covered by the actual school that you're at.
Yeah, I know I was covered by my parents.
Yeah, and I had a student coverage, an international insurance policy, and that was only covering me while I was still in school. So once I graduated, I was not covered anymore, which I think is an important thing for people to remember.
Yeah.
So what you need to do then is just contact either your parents or your school just to figure out how much you were covered, and then start shopping around for new policies. I think the main thing, the main insurances that you should have is health insurance, car insurance, life insurance, but also renter's insurance, which is a big thing, especially here in New York. Because you never know what happens. Plus, it's super cheap.
Yeah.
And the younger you buy, for example, life insurance, the cheaper it's going to be. So definitely worth the investment.
Oh yeah, life insurance is a must.
Yeah, and it just kind of passes the risk from you over to the insurance company if anything happens, and it's just like a extra protection for you.
I agree.
So you don't have to incur any large costs for health reasons or anything.
Yeah.
What would be your main advice to any recent graduate out there? What should they do?
Budget. Create a budget and really stick to it. And I find this very helpful. This is what I do. I do it the old-fashioned way, though. I'm using Excel. I'm not as modern as
high
Anchor.
tech as I am.
But I'm gonna switch. But use a budget and really stick to it. And if you can, try to take away any unnecessary costs. Like, I know I buy a lot of food. And I buy a lot of coffee. Like, if I can decrease that, I can actually put that in my loan on my budget.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of small things that you can cut off that actually makes a really big difference, I think. So that's my main advice. Do a budget and stick to it.
Yeah.
How about you? What do you feel is very important to know?
I think the first thing that's really worked for me was just to put money away the first day of your salary.
Yeah.
And make sure that you have the proper accounts. So you should always have one checking account, one savings account, and then one probably credit card if you want to build your credit score, which is important. And just make sure to put away money on that first day every month. And usually you can actually contact your bank because many have auto scheduling set. That you can actually put away money on a set date every month.
Oh yeah,
and
I
it's
have
done
that.
Automatically.
Yeah,
so you don't have to really worry about that every month.
It's great.
It's just much easier for you to, so you don't have to remember to do that every month.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think those are the two biggest ones that I would really recommend, and it's you have to have some fun too, I think.
Yeah.
I remember the first year after college, I was just stressed out every day, but you have to remember that we're young and there should be some fun involved.
Don't forget to enjoy life.
Exactly. But just be smart about it and make sure that you're putting away money for the important things like your loans and your retirement and your investing.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
That was a great tip.
Definitely.
I think this is it for this episode, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And thank you for listening in. And don't miss next week because then we'll be talking about what you should do when you have a surplus on your account.
Yes.
Which is a biggie.
Saving.
Yes, saving. And if you want any more information about Crystal Brook Advisors or the Millennial Talkcast, feel free to email us at info@crystalbrookadvisors.com, or you can go to our website, crystalbrookadvisors.com, or check out our awesome Twitter feed at crystalbadvisor. We hope to see you next week and that you enjoyed the Talkcast today. Have a great week and see you next